Just like you wouldn't take this truck on the job to pour concrete at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Likewise, there are other investment options beyond a simple IRA for your expanding company. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So your company has expanded and you are debating on whether to switch from a simple IRA to a 401k. But what are the pros and what are the cons? A simple IRA is a great way to get up and running for a business that just wants to start giving some sort of benefit to their employees. There are reasons that you would want to transition to a 401k. The first reason someone might want to transition is that they have younger employees that are wanting to save towards retirement. In a simple IRA, you only have pre-tax dollars options. So if I'm in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, I might be really interested in paying my taxes now and not later in retirement. So a simple IRA just doesn't have that option, that Roth option. In a 401k, you can have that option. The second reason a person would want to transition from a simple IRA to a 401k is that you're just able to contribute more into it. Let's look at this from the high earner's perspective. If I am really looking for a tax deduction, saving towards retirement is a great option. In a simple IRA, as of 2018, you are able to contribute $12,500 towards retirement. If you're 50 and older, you're able to add an extra $3,000 on top of that. A 401k has increased deferral limits. So in 2018, you are able to contribute up to $18,500 into your 401k. If you're 50 or older, you have that catch-up contribution that you're allowed to give of up to $6,000. For that person that's really either wanting to sock away money towards retirement or they're a high earner and they want to get a really good tax deduction, a 401k gives higher limits that you can put in. The third reason you might want to contribute to a 401k rather than a simple IRA is that you have expanded investment options. Most advisors try to keep the simple IRA pretty simple. They will have the simple IRA direct with one investment company. Let's say it's American Funds. American Funds does have diversified options. They'll have large companies, small companies that are geared for growth, companies that are geared for income. But you can only stay within American Funds. American Funds is a very specific way of investing. Maybe you want a couple different brands, a couple different competitors side by side. At Pleasant Wealth, we work with 401ks that have an open architecture platform. What does that mean? It means that you can have just about any mutual fund option on that platform. You can really cater the platform to have a bunch of different options that meet the needs of the different types of employees that you have. You have an employee that just wants to do indexing? Great. You have a set of index funds. You have an employee that doesn't really like to think about investments and they want to stay completely hands-off? Great. They have target date options. You have an employee that just wants to choose how aggressive or conservative they are? Great. We'll get the best option on that too. The fourth perk of a 401k is that the investments themselves are typically cheaper on the 401k platform rather than the simple IRA platform. I've highlighted a video before talking about the different types of advisors that you can work with. A simple IRA is typically held within the broker-dealer license, so you're working with commissions. Therefore, it's the retail space for the mutual funds. They're a little bit more expensive. On a 401k platform, the pool of money that goes towards an investment is pooled between the investment advisors, all of their 401ks. So for Pleasant Wealth, we are a Hummel Wealth Management advisor. Therefore, any Hummel Wealth Management advisor pool those resources to get the cheapest mutual funds out there, because you might get an institutional share. The fifth and final perk of a 401k is that it's just more customizable. A simple IRA, think of it like a cookie cutter option of a retirement plan. A vesting schedule can be added on the 401k platform. That means that the employee needs to stay there a couple of years before they get 100% of the money that the company has put in on their behalf. That saves the company a little bit of money if you have kind of flighty employees. A company can add in a profit sharing bonus in a year, so if it's been an extraordinarily profitable year for a company, then they are able to add on top of the match that they normally do just an extra bonus to the employees that gets dispersed out. You can integrate your HSA program for your company onto that 401k platform. If you're someone that doesn't necessarily use all of your HSA dollars but you max it out every year, you can start investing that within that 401k platform. So what's the catch? If 401ks are so great, why did we start out with a simple IRA to begin with? A simple IRA comes with zero extra cost to the employer, other than the match that they give to the employee. On a 401k, there's some extra fees attached to it for the administrative side of the plan. So the plan has to file a 5500 form, which is a tax form, and you have to have a third party file that for you. You need an accountant to do that. That costs money. Additionally, there is some testing that's done on the plan to make sure that it is not skewed to benefit the employer more so than the employees. It just adds a little bit of complexity to the employer, more so than the simple IRA may have. All right, friends, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a business owner that has more than 20 employees, or maybe you have a younger subset of employees that are asking for a Roth option, or possibly you just need a higher tax deduction, a 401k can be a great option for you. Just like you want to have the right concrete pumper for the right job, that Pro Football Hall of Fame job. Also, you want to have the right retirement tool for your employees, for yourself, in your company. And if you would like to continue that conversation, go on over to our website, www.pleasantwealth.com. Click on Request a Meeting, fill out the form, and we will give you a call to set up that meeting, whether that's on the phone or in person. With all of that, I will leave you, and you take care.